Alright, so in this video we're going to be designing the turbo theme from scratch. Now if you didn't watch the last video where I show you guys how to design the debut theme, I don't think it's a big deal if you already know how to set up your Shopify store. But if you don't know how to set up things like the navigation, custom pages, then you should definitely go check out the debut theme, because that's where I set up the navigations and the additional pages for the store. But if you already know how to do that, then that's not going to be a big deal. You can just continue to watch the turbo theme video and learn how to design the turbo theme. So to get started, we're going to actually upload the theme. So let's click on upload theme right here. And then I have the download file right here. Drag and drop it over here. Okay, I'm not sure why it's saying it has to be less than 50 megabytes because, I guess I have to unzip it first. So I always use the turbo theme Portland. I'm going to drag and drop this one over here. And then I'll click on upload file. Now if you want to download the theme, or if you want to purchase the theme, we'll have a link to the theme in the notes on Teachable. We also have a link to the theme on the Facebook group, the website. Basically anywhere you look, we have a link. The link is an affiliate link, so if you do buy from that link, we're going to make a small commission. But buying from the link is not going to have any negative impact on you guys. We just happen to make a little commission if you use our affiliate link. Now, of course, you don't have to support us. You could just go to outofsandbox.com and buy it yourself. But if you want to help our channel out, then I definitely recommend you to use our link, because it will give us a small commission. Alright, so next, let's publish the theme. So now we've changed the theme from debut over to turbo. And let me give you guys a quick preview of what it looks like currently before we start adding in our own designs. So this is what turbo looks like straight out of the box. And as you can see, nothing has been customized here yet. And there's a lot of elements here that you don't have to really keep. You can just remove it. So let's get right into designing the store. So click on customize. Yeah, sorry about my slow internet. I'm currently in Chiang Mai, so the internet's a little bit slow, so bear with me. So as you can see, the first thing we want to do here is we probably want to put the logo in, because it's a part of the header. So we'll click on this, and let's change the top to 50% off plus free. Plus free shipping worldwide. I'm going to actually make this in bold to make it stand out a bit more. I'll leave the show social media header icons. And right now, as you can see, there's Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, and Instagram, even a phone number. I'll show you guys how to change this in 1 second. I'm actually going to take the phone number off because we don't have a phone number. And this is going to be the top, or this menu over here is going to be the menu in your main navigation. But first, let's add the logo in. So select image, click on Mr. Neck, and then let's click select. The logo is a little bit misplaced. It's a little bit too close to the top bar, so we're going to adjust that as well. Let's first make it a little bit bigger. Maybe a little bit bigger. Alright, that looks pretty good. So you can change it by adjusting the logo padding over here. I also want to make sure that this side navigation bar is evenly aligned with the logo and also evenly aligned with the search bar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the padding on the left side. Then I'm going to increase the padding on the logo until it fits exactly with this. That's looking pretty good. I think that's about aligned at this point. Now let's go back up here and select the menu that we're going to use, and we're going to use the main menu. So as you can see, it's updated to the main menu now. It actually didn't change because I think the main menu was already set to be default. So let's click on select. Now the cart icon, you could change it to an actual cart, or you could have it as a bag. I think the cart looks a little bit better, so I'll keep it as a cart. Now you can add a secondary logo if you have a bar over here that changes from like white to black when you scroll. So like when you're scrolling, it turns into black. But if you change the secondary logo, then maybe you can make this white and replace it. But for our purposes, I think this looks nice, so I'm not going to put a secondary logo. And then they definitely recommend you to put a mobile logo, but I think on mobile it looks about the same. So I don't have to add in a mobile logo either. Now the secondary menu over here is going to be the menu that you see over here. So let's select this, and I'm gonna put the footer menu. Or actually, no, I guess this is the menu on the right side. Give me a second. I gotta figure out where that secondary, where this menu goes and where this menu goes. So I see they've updated the theme with this mega menu. Most of the times we don't use it for our one product store. I'm actually trying to find the top bar menu. I forgot where it was. It's been quite a while since I've actually designed the turbo theme myself, because we have people that we've hired now who design the store for us. But give me 1 second, I should be able to find it. Let me just double check here, menu. So yeah, I see that there's 2 main menus now. Let's see if I change this to about. Yeah, I'm not sure why there's duplicate main menus right now. Let's take a look at the menu and see if there's a problem. So nope, doesn't look like there is. So let's just go into the other parts, and hopefully I'll find this eventually, because this theme has so many settings. You're gonna have to mess around with it a bit, because I'm not the best person when it comes to explaining things like this where there's so many different options. But the first thing I'll do right here is I'll remove the YouTube links, I'll remove the Twitter links, I'm gonna remove the Pinterest links. I'm gonna remove the currency converter, because as I explained in the debut theme video, the currency converter might help for some people, but I've ran a lot of stores now and I've recognized that having your product in USD might actually lead to a higher conversion rate, because people really trust in the USD and people trust American stores. Okay, so that's all there. Let's add the email right here, support@mrneck.com. And then over here, we're gonna actually enable solid menu background color. And this is gonna change so that our main banner does not overlay on top of the logo. So as you can see, this new bar popped up over here now. I'm actually not sure why this menu is popping up twice here. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Let's see if I add the footer menu over here. I guess it pops up on the right over there, but I actually don't want that, so let's let's just X out of this. Go back to the main menu. I'll click on main menu over here. Oh, I see. So this menu is in charge of this over here. I did not see that. So let's click on this, and I'm gonna actually click on the about, and that's gonna add the shipping and delivery, the contact us, and the buy Mr. Neck. Let's click on select. Now let's go back into mobile view and see how that looks. Alright, so as you can see, that looks a lot better. Alright, so I think that's about it for the header setup. Next thing we want to do is we want to add in our main banner. So let's select this. And we're gonna add the banner that we made from Photoshop right here. That's looking quite nice. But we want to remove all this text over here because we already have text in the image. So let's delete all this text. And then we're gonna remove the buttons as well. Oops. Oh shit. I think my theme is glitching a bit because I can't scroll. Let's see if I can fix that. I still can't scroll. Give me 1 second. So the first button link's gonna actually link straight to the product, like so. And by doing that, if you click on this image, it'll take you right to the product now. And people are most likely gonna click this shop now button right there. So let's save it. So hopefully after we save it, it's gonna fix the glitch. There we go. So the glitch got fixed finally, and now it looks a lot nicer. The next thing we're going to do now is we're gonna add in the first section over here, and that is the how does it work portion. And most likely I'm going to use, let's see. So I could use one of these elements over here to add in the how does it work portion. Or I could use one of these elements. It really doesn't matter that much. I think though I will use the featured promotions block right here. Or actually no, that's not good because this is actually for the products. So I'm gonna actually turn this layer off. I'm also going to turn this layer off right here. And I will use this layer right here. Now let's open the layer, click on select image, and we're going to click on the science. Now I'm going to grab the science behind Mr. Neck element from our copy portion. I got to open the drive, give me 1 second. Alright, so here we are. All I gotta do is copy and paste this portion in right there. Oops. Paste that in. Now let's remove the spacing over here. And then we'll change this to how does it work. Oh, also remove the italics. And then we'll type in learn more. Then we'll change this to the actual product. And as you can see, it's looking pretty good. Let's see how it looks on mobile right now. So I actually don't like the fact that we go from a banner to this image. Let me see if I could try to change it where the image is on top and the picture is on the bottom. So maybe if I change this to left. I guess it doesn't have an option for that inside of Turbo, which means we're gonna have to try to use something else above this one to kind of clean up the spacing here. And I guess what could be good is we could use this block right here. And we could talk a little bit about the product, such as instant neck pain relief. And then we could say, let's go back to the copy portion and look at what we claimed. So right here, let's take this and just put it right here. So now it looks a lot better because we have some spacing between this photo and this photo. Plus we have some good copy over here as well. We got the learn more button right here. Now the last portion I want to add into the home page now is the buy yours button and the guarantee that we claim. So let's go back here. I'm gonna turn off the add to cart feature, which is the feature collections over here. I'm gonna turn off the slideshow. I'll turn off this image, remove the divider, remove the featured map, remove the high performance. And actually the contact form is not bad to keep it here. It does look pretty professional. But for our purposes, we're gonna just take this out as well. And now the final section I'm gonna add into the homepage is the guarantee. So that's going to be the image with text feature. Or no, it's not image with text, my bad. It is the rich text and image. Yep. So right here we could take this part, or maybe we could change this to our guarantee. And then we'll write save 50% off 30-day money back guarantee and our biggest sale ever, limited time only. I think the spacing looks a bit weird. Let's see if that fixes it. Okay, that fixed it. So the way to fix the spacing is hold shift plus enter, and that will fix it. We'll put this all into bold. We'll leave the limited time only. Then we'll change this to buy yours now and add a button link over to the product, Mr. Neck. And that should just about do it for the homepage. Like I said in the debut theme store setup video, you don't have to stress too hard about making the homepage nice because most of the people will go to the product page anyways. You're going to be sending people directly to the product page via your link. And then I also talked about the fact that the store design is definitely important, but it's not the most important thing when it comes to determining your conversion rate. It's more important to have a good creative, good targeting, a good offer, and the right price. So now the homepage is looking quite nice. I think the last thing we have to modify is the footer. So let's go over to logo, click select image, add our logo in, and then we'll start modifying the different footer menu. So I'm gonna actually turn off the theme designer credits over here. I'll leave the payment icons. I'll click on footer menu first and I'll change it to about. Click on select. Then I'll click on the other menu and I'll change this into footer menu. And then I'll click on this one here. I'm actually going to remove this. And then for the last thing over here, we're going to talk about the customer service hours. So we don't actually need this element. Let's take it out. Now let's click on add content, text, customer service hours. And then we'll just write in Monday through Fridays. You're gonna have to replace this copy with whatever customer service hours you can offer. Oops. What the heck's going on here? So something is getting fucked up. I guess I'll just have to write it manually. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. PST. And then we'll write support at mrneck.com. Alright, perfect. Looks pretty good. We'll click on show social media footer icons just to make it look a little more professional. And then let's take a look at theme settings. Yep, so we already modified all of these. So yeah, the footer looks about good now. The menu looks pretty good. We have all the sections that we need really for the homepage. Now the final thing we want to do here is we want to change the colors to match our theme. So let's go into theme settings. Oh, and also another thing I forgot to mention is you want to go into performance and change it into sport. Because I've noticed that on Ludicrous the tracking is a little bit off because the page tries to load too fast and the pixel misses some of the attribution. So always change transitions into sport. Now let's go into colors. On this part, there's so many different options here to change so many different colors. What I tend to do is I just change the main menu over here and then the main buttons to match our color. So let's go back and grab our main color. Our main color is this one right here. Let's copy that. Now the first thing I'm going to want to change is the buttons. So let's click on this, change the button color to our green. And then I want to change the button hover to a slightly lighter green. Now let's go take a look. As you can see, the button highlights when you hover over it. Now we want to change all the links to the same as well. So this color over here, the hover color, the light green. The sidebar links hover to this color. And the footer links I think look better when they are white. Now the main menu over here, we're going to want to change this all into white. So let's change that to white. Top menu should also be completely white. That's going to also be completely white. And then we'll change that to the dark, or we're going to change that to the light green. Now the sale price should also definitely be the green that we selected. And I want to change this bar up here now. 1 second, let's change the sale price again over here. Change this to our green. Change the top bar card to the green. And okay, so now we can change the main menu background. Right now it's set to this dark color. I'm gonna try to change it to, I'm not sure why it's not modifying. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. It finally changed. Because this is white, we're gonna want to change it to something that's easy for people to see. Let me think about what a good color might be for this background here. I'm thinking maybe a little darker gray. It's taking quite a long time to update. Give it a second. So that actually looks awful. Let's try to make it a darker gray here. That still looks pretty awful. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just make the main menu completely white. And then we'll have to update the menu colors. So the main menu has to be updated to black now. We're gonna have to also update this main menu over the banner to black. Main menu hover has to be black as well. Now that's looking actually a lot better. So the next thing I want to do is I want to actually adjust the top bar color. So the top bar menu should also be black. And then the top menu could also just be black when you hover. And we're going to go back down. And we'll change that to white. So yeah, I think this actually looks a lot better, just completely white. I like the color of this. I think everything else here looks pretty good. I guess the footer menu down here could be changed a bit. I want to change all of this to white. I want to adjust the footer menu color to be a slightly more grayish color. So let's go find these options. So footer background could be modified to dark gray like this. We're going to want to change the footer headers now to completely white. Let me find the footer options. Okay, so footer links, footer hover. Okay, so footer text has to be white. Footer headings have to be white. Alright, now that's looking a lot better over here. This is looking pretty good. I think everything here looks pretty good. Now the only complaint I have right now is the typography. I think it's quite hard to see some of the text because the text is too tiny. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the text sizes. So I think the heading could be a little bit bigger, maybe 30. Okay, so that looks a little bit easier to read. And then now we have regular text over here. I think the base size could be up to 16 or 18. Okay, yeah, perfect. That looks a lot better. Let's go check out the footer here. And I think the footer could be a little bit bigger. Maybe just 15. Okay, yeah, that looks a lot better. Perfect. So I think in terms of the design for the homepage, the font size and the colors, that's about done now at this point. Now let's click on search over here. We're gonna actually remove the search. Mainly because it's a one product store, we don't really need a search bar. So we're gonna take that out. Oh, actually I guess that didn't take the search bar out, so let's go back here and let's take a look at the heading. I'm pretty sure there was an option here where you could remove the search. Here we go. So we took the search bar out because we don't need it. And then we'll keep the sticky header over here. Let's go back now. Let's go back into theme settings. Now product grid's not going to be that important for you because for a one product store, there's not really any product grids. QuickShop is good if you have a catalog where you display all the different types of products. But because it's a one product store, it doesn't really matter if you enable it or disable it. For the cart over here, you could say mini cart, but we're going to actually say checkout. So basically what this means is a mini cart is when you add to cart and then the little mini cart pops up over here. But if you change this into page, if they click add to cart, it will take them right to the add to cart page. So I'm going to change that to page. Let's go back. Currency, we don't enable currency converters. Newsletter. We'll have it showing above the footer, I believe, or I guess it's supposed to show up over here. But honestly, in my opinion, you don't really need that. You could capture some emails with a pop-up. Back in the day, we used to use Wheelio, but now we just have a normal pop-up showing. And I'll show you guys how to connect your autoresponder to your site in a different module. So for this module, we're not going to be covering newsletters. So for the pop-up, let's just disable it for now. We're going to re-enable it once we connect our autoresponder. And then social media, once you have your Facebook page and Instagram page, you'll want to change it to your actual Facebook page and Instagram page. Now for the favicon, we already made one for it, so we'll just click on this. And I know I messed up by saying MP, but I'll change it later. Right now it just says MP because I accidentally made it for Mr. Posture and not Mr. Neck. I just got confused with the names. And then discuss, we don't use it. And then the checkout, we have to customize the logo. And after that, you just want to change the accent colors over here. So let's click on the green that we actually use. And that's actually about it for those overall theme settings over here. Now the next thing you want to do is actually customize the product page. Now this is what's really important because most of your conversions will be happening on your product page. So try to spend some extra time and build a very good looking product page. So let's go take a look at the product page. Now currently it doesn't look that great because all of our images are on one side. The purchase button or the add to cart button is not even over here. We have all these little links on the top left that we don't actually need, and we're gonna slowly fix this clutter. So the first thing we can do over here is put the add to cart buttons up to the top. To do that, click on product here. And then we're going to click on description position and change it to below product form. And as you can see, now it's moved up to over here. Now let's go through the other settings. So show breadcrumb links controls this, so turn that off. We're gonna leave the price savings on over here. We'll turn off show collections, and then we'll leave the social media icons available. We're gonna allow the arrows on the product gallery, magnify product images on hover, so when you hover it magnifies. Enable the product gallery pop-up, that's when you click on this and this shows up. We're actually going to disable that, and then we'll disable this as well. So then the gallery transitions, we're going to leave it as slide. We'll leave the position to the left, and then we're going to allow them to see the product thumbnails, which is all these. We're going to leave dynamic checkout button disabled. We're going to turn this off because there's only one product. And that's about it for the product section over here. For the recommended products over here, we don't have to turn that on because we only have one product. And for the newsletter, I don't think we really need a newsletter here, so let's disable this. Give me a second. I forgot where the feature for this was. There we go. So we'll take this out. Alright, so now it's looking a lot more cleaned up. The next step here is to clean up this clutter here on the single column. So to do that, we have to first transform the product page into a different template. Now this feature is only available on Turbo, and I'll show you guys how to do it in just a second. So let's go back into Shopify here. Click on products. Go into the actual product. And we're going to change the template suffix to product. Pretty sure it was product.details. Now once you have changed that, you can refresh the page. Let's see. Alright, so now there's a bunch of more options down here, as you can see. You see this new section that was just added. Now we can go into that was just added right here. Now you can go into this and start modifying all these different blocks to make your site look a lot better. So first of all, let's go into feature collections and let's delete that. Let's remove the divider. We can actually keep this part. Let's remove these dividers here now. Remove that, remove this. And as you can see from looking at this, oh yeah, one second. Oh, this part, yeah. So we gotta take this part out. So yeah, as you can see from looking at this, now we can have a 2-column setup for the product. Essentially, it's gonna be a lot easier for your customers to view your product page on their desktop because it's a lot more organized. So the first thing we wanna add here is the benefits. So let's go back into our actual product and grab the copy from the benefits. Go back into Turbo, click on this, change the heading to benefits, adjust the text over here. Not sure why it got cut off right here. Oh. So it wasn't set up properly. I guess the copy and paste didn't work that well. So we gotta manually adjust this. Improve posture, relieves migraines. Pinched nerves. Muscle strain, neck stiffness, cervical neck spasms, herniated discs. So now it's looking a lot more organized. Let's put a little side dash over here for each of the bullets. Alright, and then we're going to remove the button label over here. And now we want to change this image. So let's click on select image, and we're going to click on the first image for the lander. Now as you can see, that's looking very clean. Yeah, so we're going to keep the first image aligned to the right side because our main product image is on the left. And also I want to remove this part right here. So let's go back into product, go down here, remove the collections, remove the type, and remove the tags. So that just cleaned up all of that. Now the next section that we want to add into here is the results. So let's copy this and let's start pasting it down here again. So the main form that we want to use is an image with text. As you can see, we'll change this into results. Go back up here, copy the results, paste that in over here. We're going to remove the button label, and then we're going to change this into the results image. Alright, so now you see where I'm getting at. As you can see, we got a left right format where you have the copy here and then you have the image correlated with the copy. It just looks so much better on a desktop. So let's add into the next section now. Click on add content, image with text. Let's go see what the next section is actually. So the next section is how does it work. So let's grab this, let's paste it in here, change the heading, how does it work, select the image, and then for the image position we're going to move this to the right, so it goes back and forth, right left, left right, right left. And then we'll remove the button label again. So the next portion after this is the who is it for. So let's grab this copy right here. Click on add content, image with text. Change this to who is it for. Change the text. Remove the button label. Select the image here. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. So the next portion we have to add is the FAQ. So let's grab that. Let's go back here. Let's click add content. And this time I think I will add, let's see, I think rich text and image is appropriate for this one. Yep. So we can change this to FAQ and then paste in your FAQ right here, delete that. Now as you can see, the FAQ on Turbo theme looks so much better than Debut because it's able to use the full width of your site and it's not limited to just a single column. So we got the FAQ now. Now let's get the shipping and delivery, and then finally the 30-day guarantee. So let's do rich text and image again. Delete that. Shipping and delivery. And then we're going to actually update this link right here, shipping and delivery policies here, to the actual link to the shipping and delivery policies. So let me find that real quick. So let's grab this, let's click on link, click on pages, and link it to the shipping and delivery policies. Now if you don't know how to make pages, make sure you check out the debut theme tutorial. In that tutorial I cover all the basics that you need to make pages. So now that we have shipping and delivery down, the last thing that we have to add is the 30-day guarantee. So let's grab this, scroll down here, hide this, and then add the rich text and image one more time. And we'll say 30-day guarantee, and then paste that in right here. And we're going to remove the bold. Actually, it looks a lot better when it's bolded, so I'm going to actually keep it. Alright, so there we have it. The landing page is basically done. All we have to do now is go back into the actual product and delete all this text over here. Let's go back in here. And let's delete all this text. Click on save. And that's it for the product page. I think it's gonna look pretty nice. Let's go take a look at the actual store. I'm actually not sure why the breadcrumbs are still showing. I thought I took it out. Let's go back. Header. Oops, nope. Product details. I'll take it out right here. There we go. Alright, perfect. Now let's take a look at the website that we just built. So here's the product page. I think the one thing that I messed up on here is actually the size of this image. I don't know why it's so big. Let me see if maybe this... Oh, it's a wide display. Okay, so turn that off. There we go. So now they're all the same sizes. Save it again. Let's refresh the page. Okay, perfect. So here's the completed product page template. As you can see, we have a nice render of our main product, some different variations of the product, a nice little description. Oh man, okay, sorry about that guys. So this is actually supposed to be above here. I'm pretty sure I made the changes, but I think Shopify was lagging and the changes didn't save. So to fix that, let's go back over here and change the description position from above to below. I also want to change the thumbnail positions over here to the bottom. So let's move that to the bottom, make it into a grid. Alright, there we go. Now it's down there. Let's click on save. Now it should finally be complete, I believe. Okay, so much better. The add to cart's above the description. Right below that we have a nice little image with the benefits copy, a little before and after with the results copy, the science behind Mr. Neck and how it actually works, perfect for, who is it for, the FAQ, the shipping and delivery, our 30-day guarantee, and a nice looking footer. Now if we go over to the home page, we got a nice looking banner that matches our theme. We got a little snippet about how it helps you with neck pain relief and how long you should use it. We copy and pasted the science behind Mr. Neck here one more time, and the learn more button takes you right to the product. We put our guarantee down here one more time and one more call to action. And I think that's it for the turbo theme setup. I know there's a lot of features. You guys will definitely have to experiment it. This is, in my opinion, this is not the best looking site, but it's going to be good enough to get the conversions that I need to be profitable. So I want you guys to actually go out there, spend some time, experiment with all the features that Turbo has to offer, and try to come up with a site that looks even better than this one. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this little tutorial. I'll see you guys in the next module.